I will give you an example. If you read one of the headlines of one of the newspapers today in Kenya, there's a big headline saying how teachers and civil servants have rejected our health system. That headline is not coming from the civil servants, it's not coming from the teachers. It is coming from business interests, people who have been benefiting from health insurance before. We used to spend, on teachers alone, we used to spend $200 million every year. Today, we're spending $140 million. We have saved $60 million. The fellows who used to make the $60 million are the ones sponsoring the headline because they have lost business. Right? So this is the kind of resistance you go through when you make the changes that create impact. If you ask teachers today in Kenya, they were limited to 900 hospitals. Today, because we changed the system, they have access to 6,000, close to 7,000 hospitals. They no longer have restrictions on which hospital they can go to. They used to have access to only one level 6 hospital. Today, they have access to all level 6 hospitals. And as I talk here, one of the person agreeing with me is a person who runs one of the largest hospitals in Kenya, the Aga Khan Hospital is right there. And he knows what I'm talking about. But you see, it is easy to be distracted by business interests, by cartels and people who profiteer from the health space. But you see, technology has really done the magic for us. Today, we have integrated our own systems together with the hospitals, so the hospitals can follow. They have, visibility of what is going on. And we can better manage our resources. And therefore, as I talk to ministers from our continent, and I talk to you from a position of knowledge and experience, policy leadership, technology, making sure that you raise local resources to first and foremost drive your health requirements. Any other support you get is secondary. These reforms have neither been easy nor flawless, yet they represent meaningful and significant progress for our people and a clear departure from the constraints of the past. We recognize that transformation is an ongoing progress, and as we advance, we continue to refine and to strengthen both the systems and its underlying architecture, learning, adapting, and improving to ensure it delivers fully and effectively for everybody. Kenya's experience demonstrates that when political leadership gives priority to health as a fundamental pillar of development, aligns policy with financing, and centers service delivery on communities, and transformation therefore becomes both achievable and also sustainable. Distinguished delegates, the future of Africa's health systems must be shaped through collective continental action that addresses both long-standing gaps and emerging pressures, including the rise of non-communicable diseases, the growing burden of mental health conditions, and the profound impact of climate change on health outcomes. And I believe that's the essence of this meeting, to bring all of us together so that we can share our experiences, we can learn from what others are doing, and we can pick from the best and do what we must. This requires deliberate choices, including increasing domestic health financing in line with our commitments, strengthening local pharmaceutical manufacturing capacity, investing in training and retention of health professionals, and ensuring that digital innovation serves as a tool for inclusion and accountability rather than exclusion. It also requires us to institutionalize preparedness for future health emergencies by strengthening primary health care services, enhancing surveillance systems, improving regional coordination, and supporting continental institutions capable of responding effectively and rapidly to emerging public health threats. In addition, Africa must position itself at the forefront of biotechnology and advanced research by investing in genomics, vaccine development, and local manufacturing ecosystems, thereby transitioning from a consumer of innovation to a producer of globally relevant solutions. And it matters when policymakers make those choices. I will give you an example of Kenya. We have almost 40 manufacturers of health commodities in Kenya. Some of them, like one company called Revital, export to the US, they export to India, they work with the World Health Organizations and many of global health companies that require commodities. But you will be surprised that the policy arrangements in Kenya did not recognize some of these manufacturers and actually excluded them from us buying commodities from them. And then you ask yourself, I mean, you are producing a commodity that is being imported globally, and you cannot buy it in Kenya. Why? Because, you know, I don't want to say. So policy makers must think through and support locally manufactured commodities as a way of building our capacity to be able to produce. And talking about Revital, Revital is a Kenyan company owned by Kenyans, you know. So when you ask the people at the Ministry of Health, why are we not buying from these people? There is a lot of English and words, and there is no substance, you know. So you as policymakers must have a keen eye on what is going on so that you make the right decisions. To our global partners, I wish to emphasize that Africa seeks partnerships grounded in mutual benefit, aligned with national priorities, and focused on long-term investment rather than short-term assistance. A healthy Africa is indispensable to global stability, economic growth, and shared prosperity. The question before the international community is therefore not whether to invest in Africa, but how to do so in a manner that is strategic, sustainable, and transformative. Ladies and gentlemen, again, let me welcome all of you to Nairobi. Enjoy your stay in this city. There is a national park around the corner. From your hotel, maybe it is anywhere between 10 and 15, maybe 20 kilometers, maybe 20 minutes from your hotel. And the national park is, we have wild animals there. They are not in the zoo. And occasionally, because we've tried to fence, but occasionally you will find they stray from the fence. You may find a lion somewhere if you do a morning jog. Please be careful. They are wild animals. And while here, enjoy the hospitality of the people of Kenya. We are carnivores. We eat a lot of meat. So you will find something called nyama choma. It is very well done roasted meat. Please enjoy yourselves and stay longer beyond this conference. And if for any reason you feel at home, which you will, it is because this is the origin of humanity. Everybody here has come back home. So enjoy. It is now my honor and privilege to declare the World Health Summit Regional Meeting